Sunny Bonani Dumalong, goeie aand, afternoon, bon dia, welcome to episode 38. And as it stands in this very moment of the here now, I'm not quite sure what the topic is or what is going to reveal itself. But my pooch is here. She is usually alongside me or very close to me in most, if not all of my recordings. But I thought I would just showcase her bountiful and beautiful bosom and booty, more her booty than her bosom, really. And yes, my mattress is actually outside. It is really, really hot. I was going to say warm, but warm would really be an understatement where I reside. And during the summertime, we actually just love to move the mattresses outside, and we can appreciate the beautiful, clear, starry skies and feel the gentle, crisp, cool breeze on our damp skin because of the humidity and heat. So I secretly really love this time because, yeah, it's just so cool. And we usually have our kids not snuggling up, sorry, they're teenagers almost, so let me not use that word, but sleeping alongside us. You know, we all usually come and we sleep under the stars on top of our mattresses in the summertime. So it is very cool, and it is something that I really, really enjoy and love. So this is actually the second recording that I'm doing. The first one that I did was just felt like so really did. I wasn't feeling it at all. So I consciously decided to do a second recording. And subsequently, because of that, I just want to change it up completely so that I feel that it's fresh and we have started again. In fact, maybe that is exactly the topic of conversation today. As I was saying that, I remember a couple of meditation retreats that I have gone on and have been privileged enough to partake in. And I could actually hear the guru's voice chanting in the background saying, "Start again." So I feel like maybe that's the topic of conversation today. And I did have my trusty old cards here. I'm going to put them aside for now because I would rather talk about the starting again. So I think I've already shared this before in another episode, but a couple of years ago, I think it was 2019, I went to the likes of Dharma Pataka, and it's a fabulous retreat center situated in the Cederberg Mountains in South Africa. And it's essentially 10 full days of meditation where you meditate for at least up to 10 to 12 hours a day. You wake up at 4 in the morning, you get woken up by the little bell at 4 in the morning, and your first meditation practice officially starts at 4:30. And you break for a breakfast, you break for an early lunch, and you break for an hour to just freshen up and get yourself ready before the evening session for an hour. So yes, it's quite an intense experience, but it's definitely worthwhile the pull in if you're curious. So on this wonderful experience, they teach you and navigate a type of meditation technique known as Vipassana meditation. And essentially, it's becoming mindful of the breath, but more specifically, it's becoming mindful of sensations inside the body. So you need to literally, it feels like your brain is being operated on, true story, as you go through day by day by day. So for the first 3 days, you're essentially just practicing your breath work. So you're just focusing on this area over here, and you're just feeling the sensations of air traveling in and out of the nostrils and quietening the mind, right? All technological gadgets, gizmos are taken away from you. You don't have any comforts like a pen and a paper. You aren't allowed, or you're highly discouraged from doing any formal exercises. And the premise and the reason is so that you can understand the benefits of the practice in isolation of any other modalities that you would perhaps ordinarily use to soothe or to navigate your emotions or to ease the mind or anything like that. So they really want you to be fully present and conscious in the meditation technique in its entirety. And I guess why it's coming to me is because at the beginning of each day and at the beginning of every start of the session, we always start from the crown of the head. That's where the meditation technique always starts. It's always starting at the crown of the head. And then you literally got to navigate your way all the way down the body, down the arms to the fingers, down the torso, the abdomen, down the legs to the toes, and then you work your way back up the body. So it's a complete body scan as you're going up and down, feeling the sensations, breathing through anything that wants to arise or come to the forefront. Sounds so basic and so simple, right? So easy peasy, lemon squeezy, until you try sit for a solid 4 hours without moving a muscle and just being still in the breath. Then we're talking some. Then we've got game. Then we've got game. So yes, I guess the reason why I'm sharing this is because it's so easy for us to get locked in and trapped in thinking that the way things are today in our life is the way it's always going to be. I'm speaking really now from the heart because this is exactly where I am. And as I said that, I was like, no wonder I fucking got the message saying start again. And we can become so trapped in our minds and so trapped in the belief that things will never change. And we are very quick to dismiss and forget that the only constant in this universal law of existence is change. That is the only constant. The only constant is change, right? But yes, living this human existence and living this human life can be a little bit challenging, especially when things are feeling a little denser, when it feels like we're traipsing through the molasses, or the syrup, it's like, just feels like we really aren't making headway at times. And I guess if I'm being honest, it kind of feels like that's where I am at this particular point in time. I'm not sure it's because it's coming to the end of the snake year and we're just about to welcome the fire horse in, according to the Asian calendar and according to the astrological turning of the year. But I definitely do feel this stickiness on me. And I am, I guess, offered some form of comfort when I think about the Guru, when he always said at the beginning of every session, start again. Because it's like the rising sun, right? The sun rises every single day. Every single day that sun is rising, regardless of if there's clouds, if there's wind, if there's hail, if there's a storm, if there's a fucking typhoon, if there's Hurricane Maria coming through, whatever. The sun's like, bitches, I'll be here for you. I'm starting again. And there it is. There is the good old sun just rising, right? Good old Father Sun. Every day, without fault, the sun rises and offers an opportunity for the day to come, for new opportunities, for a new way of being, for a new way of doing, for something new. Because no two sunrises are ever the same. Ever. There's always a fraction or a hint or a touch of the shade or essence or something being different. A wisp of a cloud being here and a chunk of a cloud being there. But no two sunrises are ever the same. And I guess I'm always reminded of that, along with the good old Guru saying, start again, as you start from the top of the head, scanning all the way down the body, navigating, feeling the emotions and sensations as we come into the present body and present moments of the now. And I guess perhaps that's just a reminder for me of how important it is to be present in the here now moment. As much as we want to fucking run and escape the shit out of this bitch when it feels like we're traipsing through molasses and nothing seems to be changing and everything seems to be the same. We just want to like go somewhere else, you know, scroll through our phones, watch some TV, maybe read a book, eat some food, anything to like distract us from that uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And it's okay. I think that's allowed, you know. We are living a human experience, and with that comes ways of navigating the human experience. We can't be eating chow mein all day. You know? We can't be reading a book all day. We can't be sitting on the couch doing fuck all. You know what I mean? So I guess this is just a reminder for us, for me, that we always have the gift of starting again. So if we have a shit day today, cool. Tomorrow's another day. Don't bring your shit from yesterday into today, though. That's what I'm really starting to master. I'm still feeling kakadi poopy like I was on Monday. Tuesday, I felt a bit better. Today, it's like, here it is again, you know, that feeling again. As I said, I'm just checking my sound is on. So, yes, I guess maybe that's also a big part of this message is in order for us to appreciate the start of every day, we can't come traipsing in with our old fucking dirty shoes and dirty luggage that should actually just be left and parked outside the door. Some of it maybe can be, you know, shifted in, or actually maybe not. Just leave it outside there. And when we're ready to bring it inside, we can bring it inside. You know what I mean? But for now, we can stay outside. So I guess, hey, yes, guys, I feel like this message is a bit all over the place, but it is what it is. And these daily vlogs are more for me than for anyone else. If anyone finds them and if they resonate, hey, then that's just the cherry on the cake, so to speak. Okay, but they are primarily for my purposes. I'm looking tired. I am. I'm feeling a little tired. I must be honest. I am. Just feels like the movement has just been a little slow. I've been in that molasses for a little too long. I'd love to be spread on a cookie or something, you know what I mean? On a pancake or on a flapjack or something. But on a waffle, I don't know. But it just feels like I've been in this molasses for a while. So just checking my eyes here, you know, just like the eyes aren't even opening. I just look very like, you know, I feel like, I don't know, just like I need a makeover or something. God damn it! Don't talk that. You know, it's time for like chop of the hair, or sorry, hair, chop of the hair, or something. I don't know. Just sitting here in the molasses for a while. I know this one's definitely not going to get a lot of views because you know we're just sitting here looking at each other. People need to constantly be stimulated, almost like they need to be constantly interrogated. I'm just appreciating the fine lines on my eyes and my forehead. Anywho, I think that's it for today. I don't really have anything revelationary. I don't even know if that's a word. Revelationary. Oh, who knows? Revelation, yes. Does something mean revolutionary? Yes. Revelationary? Oh, what the fuck not? Let's just put it in there. Also need to cut my nails. Can you see how long my nails are, guys? They are quite long. I feel like I need to actually just buff my whole fucking body down. I really need to like scour from top to toe, remove all this dead skin, oil and lather myself up, maybe even give myself a little bit of a self trim here. You know what I mean? Just take the scissors and just like certain parts and just, shed some parts of myself. I feel like I'm ready to actually let go of a lot. I think that's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, is because I know there's so many parts of me that are being like released and let go right now. And you know how we are as humans. We don't want to let those parts of us go. We're like, no, hold on to that t-shirt that's got 500 holes in it. You just bought a brand new one, but I just want to hold on to my old t-shirt that I just love. I feel so cozy in. Yes, I think we need to let go of that t-shirt with 500 holes in it and welcome the essence and the power that is wanting to come through us, to us, and into us, maybe. Anyway, 16 minutes now. Been wonderful. As always, please continue to sow those seeds. Allow for the flow of life to find you in whichever shape, way, or form. Even if you're traipsing through the molasses right now, let that slow flow guide you. And continue to grow and ultimately illuminate and glow. Until tomorrow's episode, which I trust will be a little bit more inspiring. Poochie. But she wants to go for a walk now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the park with her so that I can ultimately glow. Perhaps I'll be glowing for tomorrow's session, guys. Perhaps I would have buffed and puffed myself. And I'll be feeling and looking so much more vibrant, Anyway, have yourself a wondrous one. As always, much peace, much love. Keep shining your unique light. And don't let anybody take it away from you, bitch. Ciao, ciao.